Yes, Makima is finally here. But before we get into the full showcase, let's have a look at her stats, her new skin, and evolve her. Because let's be honest, we want to evolve all the units before using them, right? Now, she's one of the cheapest units to evolve. You get the evolution items for actually evolving her. But here's what she looks like. Okay, very similar to their new unit, but we're going to ignore that. Got a new stance of her own with an insane passive that can reduce her placement cost down to 0, which I will show you. And yeah, now of course I will level her up. Don't worry, but she's already doing 13k damage off of placement. Oh, are we being insane here? Are we joking? But you know what? Let's ignore that. All right. She got a new skin. She got a new damage. What else could possibly go wrong? The evolution, right? Only costs 12 coffee cups and those stones. Pretty basic, pretty easy. You pretty much get that from the battle pass, and she looks like this. Okay, ignoring the absolute beautiful look here that we got.
It's beautiful!
Let's have a look at her passives. Of course, we got the Chains of Control. We already saw that. Hide by Desire. When a chained enemy attacks an ally that's bleeding, they inflict wounded. And if they are a demon hunter, they deal 30% more damage. Every chained ally increases this unit's damage by 2% up to 50%. Now, if you did that with the Chainsaw Man, I have an idea.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Now, let's continue reading. Bark Forming. That's a dusty skill. Anytime a chained unit performs a basic attack, this unit performs a follow-up for 2% of their damage. This attack does not have an animation and is just an instance of damage. Attacks performed this way slow the enemy down by 50% for 5 seconds. You can make it. Okay. And I don't see any cooldowns for that. You know what? And she has an ultimate. Stay mind though. This unit deletes a chained ally at random and does 1000% damage to the strongest enemy in range. This deleted placement cannot be replaced. Now, if you're doing anything like raids, legend stages, you know what? GG's. She's already level 60 with 54k placement damage, and you're like, oh, that's not bad. Might I add, remember this passive, she gets a 20% increase of damage, and it stacks up to 10 times? What are we doing with that? What is this? How does this exist? But you know what? We're not done. We are not done. Alright, I hereby vow. Okay, I hereby vow that I will on Makima herself, I will pull Monarch. Not pull it. Yes. Alrighty, now that we have every single unit placed and a buck ton of money to place down with it, let's have a look. So you can see I placed down a bunch of random units, and like, why have you done that? Well,
Why?
can you see Makima's placement now? It went from 10,000 down to $0.
Money.
A $0 placement, and watch this. Her damage is technically going to be 54,000, right? You're like, yeah. What are you yapping about? It's now 164, going 65. It just goes up. I don't.
Have you ever had a dream that you had you?
I'm tweaking, bro. Like, great. No, when on level 1, she only gets 3 upgrades, which already gets her over 100k. She's a meta unit for a noob, and she's guaranteed on the legend stage after 38 matches. So if you don't get it in those 37, you get on 38. She shouldn't exist. With these passives, she should not exist. Okay? And how is this possible? You know what I mean? Now, unfortunately, I still have to get a Memoria, so I'll do a Memoria in a separate video, which you will see like slightly after this one. I'll upload them around the same time, don't worry. But yeah, same with the Memoria, 38 matches. And you're like, wait a minute, you heard the Memoria equipped? I don't. Imagine if I equip it. Now, if in the intro I have the Memoria, it's probably because I recorded the intro before showcasing it, because I just didn't have time. I'm also going to farm a second Makima, so just so I can level it up to max level in the intro. Anyway, enough of that confusing subject. Now, remember, bleed units give her extra damage, right? Guess what? This guy, unit passive bleed. I also gave him a stat memoria dot supplied, gives himself 5%, and gave him his own little familiar, which I'll give this one that's familiar when I use it in competitive. But we kidding me? 500,000 damage already is not max. It is the not max. Alright, come on, give us some more monies.
Money, 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 money.
Remember, if you saw anything in her range, as you can see here, it just AoE nukes the area. Or is it? Yeah, it was totally deleted. Get it gone. Alright, and then we will also be showing off her ultimate. Alright, we finally got the max upgrade. Now her damage is still going up. I can't control that. Look at that half map AoE with this raise and explosion type of attack. She just flips now. And guess what? So my name. Now I don't believe there's like an animation for this one. I believe she just genuinely nukes the map. And it's not placeable, unfortunately. You can't replace that. But yeah, she only gets, for me at least, she only gets an animation on like the last upgrade. Now that could just be a visual bug at the moment, and I'm almost certain it is. Because a few other small people, not many though, are having this, and some people are able to see it, apparently. They haven't shown me any proof though. So I reckon that there might be some visual bugs. So do expect that to be fixed within the next few hours. You know, probably by the time this video is published, eh? Anyway, as you guys can see though, it's one of my units, which is now not placeable because it still counts as placeable. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.